Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Easy English Talk Daily, the English podcast.
My name is Emma.
And my name is Jack.
If you enjoy learning English with us, please give this video a like.
And don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more real and natural English conversations.
On this channel, we help you practice natural English conversations.
Our goal is to help you speak clearly and with confidence.
If you enjoy our videos, please like and subscribe.
It really supports our channel and helps us continue.
Thank you so much for that.
So, Emma, how are you feeling today?
I'm feeling great. The weather's nice, so I'm in a good mood.
That's wonderful to hear.
What about you, Jack?
I'm feeling very good, and I'm excited about today's topic.
Speaking of today's topic, what are we talking about today?
We're learning something very practical and useful.
Yes, today we're going to learn how to describe your hometown in English.
This is an important skill for everyday conversations.
When you meet someone new, they often ask, "Where are you from?"
And many learners find this question difficult to answer.
They know their hometown well, but not how to explain it in English.
Exactly. They want to share, but they lack the vocabulary.
So, today we'll teach you simple but effective ways to do that.
We'll also give examples from our own hometowns.
That way, you can hear natural and realistic answers.
So, Emma, let me ask you first. Where are you from?
I'm from New York City.
Nice. And I'm from San Francisco in California.
Both are large cities, but they're very different.
Yes, very different in style, culture, and atmosphere.
That makes this lesson more interesting.
Absolutely. Let's get started.
Jack, if someone asks, "Where are you from?" what's the easiest answer?
The simplest answer is just the name of the place.
For example, I'm from New York.
Or I'm from San Francisco.
That's enough for a basic answer.
You can always add more information later.
What if the other person doesn't know the city?
Then you explain the location.
How can learners do that?
They can say which part of the country it's in.
For example, I can say New York is on the east coast of the United States.
And I can say San Francisco is on the west coast in California.
That gives the listener a clearer idea.
Exactly.
What if someone lives far from the coast?
Then they can say it's in the center, north or south of the country.
That's simple and useful.
Another thing you can talk about is size.
Yes. Is it a big city, a small town, or a village?
Size helps people imagine the place.
New York is definitely a large city.
How big is it?
Around 8 million people live there.
That's huge.
San Francisco is much smaller, right?
Yes, it has about 800,000 people. Still a city, but not as crowded.
Exactly. So let's summarize for our viewers.
First, say the name of your hometown.
Second, explain where it is located.
Third, describe the size.
You can also mention the population if you know it.
That adds extra detail.
Let's try an example together.
Okay, go ahead.
I'm from Portland. It's in Oregon in the northwest of the United States.
Good.
It's a medium-sized city with about 660,000 people.
That was clear and well organized.
Thank you. Now, let's move on.
Let's talk about what your hometown looks like.
When you describe appearance, where should you start?
Start with what you notice most.
In New York, the first thing I notice is the tall buildings.
The skyscrapers.
Yes, especially in Manhattan.
How tall are they?
Some are 50 or 60 floors high.
That's impressive.
When you look up, you can barely see the sky.
Are the buildings all modern?
Many are modern, but there are also historic buildings.
That sounds interesting.
What about the streets?
They're always busy.
There are cars, buses, taxis, and people everywhere.
It sounds very lively.
Yes, lively, energetic, and sometimes noisy.
What about San Francisco? How is it different? San Francisco has tall buildings downtown, but that's not what it's famous for.
Then what is it famous for?
The hills, right?
Right. The city is built on many hills.
Exactly. And that gives it a very unique look.
Really? What does that look like in everyday life?
The streets go up very steeply and then down very steeply.
So walking there must feel unusual.
Yes, it almost feels like a roller coaster.
That sounds fun, but also exhausting.
It can be tiring, especially when you walk a lot.
I can imagine your legs get tired quickly.
They do, but the views from the top are amazing.
So the effort is worth it.
Definitely.
What kind of houses do you have in San Francisco?
We have many Victorian houses.
What are Victorian houses like?
They're older style houses with beautiful details.
Are they colorful?
Yes, very colorful.
What kinds of colors do you see?
Pink, purple, yellow, and light blue.
That sounds lovely.
They're called the Painted Ladies.
I've seen pictures of them. They look beautiful.
They really are.
I would love to see them in person someday.
You should definitely visit.
Now, let me ask about nature.
Sure.
Does New York have green spaces?
Yes, it does.
The most famous one is Central Park, right?
Exactly. It's right in the middle of Manhattan.
How big is Central Park?
It's very large.
What can you find there?
There are trees, grass, small lakes, and walking paths.
So people can relax there.
Yes, many people go there to escape the busy city.
That sounds peaceful.
It really is.
San Francisco also has parks, right?
Yes, and we're also right next to the ocean.
The ocean must be beautiful to see every day.
It is.
Can you see the water from the city?
From many parts of the city, yes.
And you have beaches too.
Yes, several beaches.
You're very lucky.
I agree.
So let's help our viewers now.
Good idea.
What should people mention when describing how their hometown looks?
They can start with the buildings.
For example, are the buildings tall or short?
Old or modern.
Colorful or simple?
Exactly.
They can say, my hometown has modern glass buildings.
Or the houses are old and made of stone.
What about streets?
Streets are important too.
They can say the streets are wide and clean or narrow and winding.
Nature is another good topic.
Yes, definitely. They can mention trees, parks, or gardens.
Or say their hometown is surrounded by mountains or that a river runs through the city.
Those details help people imagine the place.
They can also describe the general atmosphere.
Like busy and crowded or quiet and spacious.
Exactly.
Let me try an example.
Go ahead.
My hometown has low buildings with red tile roofs.
Okay.
The streets are narrow and made of cobblestone.
Nice detail.
There's a small square in the center with a fountain.
I can picture it already.
It feels charming and peaceful.
That's excellent.
That's the goal, right?
Yes, to help people imagine your hometown.
Now let's talk about what makes a hometown special.
Every place has something unique.
Jack, what is the most famous thing about New York?
That's easy. The Statue of Liberty.
Yes, almost everyone knows it.
It's a huge green statue of a woman holding a torch.
And she stands on Liberty Island.
Exactly.
What does she represent?
Freedom and hope.
That's very meaningful.
For many immigrants, she was the first thing they saw.
What other famous places are there?
Times Square is very famous.
That's the place with giant screens, right?
Yes, enormous digital billboards everywhere,
It looks very bright in photos.
especially at night.
And Broadway?
Broadway is our theater district.
It's famous for musicals.
Yes, people come from all over the world.
I'd love to see a Broadway show one day.
You should. It's unforgettable.
Now let's talk about San Francisco.
Sure.
What is the most famous landmark there?
The Golden Gate Bridge.
Tell me more about it.
It's a large suspension bridge.
What does it connect?
It connects San Francisco to Marin County.
And it's a very special color.
Yes, it's painted international orange.
Why that color?
It helps people see it in fog.
And it looks beautiful too.
especially against the blue water.
I've seen it in many movies.
It appears in a lot of films.
What about Alcatraz?
Alcatraz is an island in the bay.
Wasn't it a prison?
Yes, a high-security prison.
That sounds fascinating.
Now it's a museum for visitors.
Let's talk about food.
Food is always important.
What is San Francisco famous for?
Sourdough bread and fresh seafood.
I've heard of Fisherman's Wharf.
Yes, you can eat clam chowder in a bread bowl there.
That sounds delicious.
It really is.
New York is famous for pizza and bagels.
What makes them special?
The pizza has a thin crust you can fold,
That's very New York.
and the bagels are chewy and flavorful.
New Yorkers are very proud of them.
So, what should our viewers mention about their hometown?
Famous landmarks are a great start.
Or natural features like lakes or waterfalls.
Food and local products are also good.
Culture matters too.
Festivals, music, or traditional dances.
Let's practice one more example.
Okay?
My hometown is famous for its white sand beaches.
Nice.
Many tourists visit in summer to relax.
Good.
We also have great seafood restaurants by the coast.
That's clear and interesting.
Not too complex, but very descriptive.
Exactly.
Now let's move on to people and culture.
Yes, because people make a place feel like home.
Absolutely. The people are what really give a city its personality.
I completely agree.
So, what are people like in San Francisco?
People in San Francisco are generally very friendly and open-minded.
That sounds welcoming.
Yes, and it's also a very diverse city.
What do you mean by diverse?
People come from all over the world.
So, you meet many different kinds of people.
Exactly.
Do you hear different languages there?
All the time.
That must be interesting.
It really is.
You also see different cultures, right?
Yes, different traditions, food, and lifestyles.
It sounds like a melting pot.
That's a perfect description.
What do people usually do for fun in San Francisco?
Many people enjoy outdoor activities.
Like what?
Hiking, biking, and going to the beach.
That sounds very healthy.
It is.
What about work?
Many people work in technology.
Is that because of Silicon Valley?
Yes, Silicon Valley is very close.
So there are lots of tech companies?
Exactly.
Is everyone working in tech?
Not at all.
What other jobs do people have?
There are artists, teachers, designers, and restaurant workers.
So it's a mix of professions.
Yes, all kinds of people.
What about New York, Jack?
New Yorkers are a bit different.
How would you describe them?
They're very direct.
Direct?
Yes, they say what they think.
So they don't waste time.
Exactly.
Is that a good thing?
I think so.
Why?
Because it's honest.
Some people say New Yorkers seem tough,
That's true.
but are they kind?
Yes, very helpful actually.
Really?
If you ask for directions, they will help you.
That's good to know.
Definitely.
What is the lifestyle like in New York?
It's very fast-paced.
What do you mean by that?
People walk fast, talk fast, and work hard.
So everyone is always busy.
Yes, almost all the time.
That sounds exciting,
It is exciting.
but maybe also tiring.
It can be exhausting.
Is there time to relax?
That's why people love Central Park.
To slow down for a moment?
Exactly.
So, what can our viewers say about people in their hometown?
They can describe people's personalities,
For example, people are friendly and welcoming.
or people are quiet and reserved.
They can also talk about lifestyle.
Yes, like slow-paced or busy.
What about free time activities?
That's important too.
People enjoy going to cafes.
Or families like to have picnics.
Traditions are good to mention.
Definitely, like festivals or weekly markets.
Let me try an example.
Go ahead.
People in my hometown are warm and hospitable.
That sounds lovely.
They love inviting guests for meals.
Very welcoming.
Life is slow-paced and relaxed.
I can imagine it.
In the evening, people walk in the town square.
That paints a clear picture.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Understanding culture is very important.
I agree completely.
Now, let's talk about something everyone loves to discuss.
Let me guess.
The weather.
Of course.
People always talk about weather in English.
Especially small talk.
So, let's teach viewers how to describe it.
Good idea.
What's the weather like in New York?
New York has 4 distinct seasons.
Are they very different?
Yes, each season feels different.
What about summer?
Summer is hot and humid.
How hot does it get?
Around 30 to 35 degrees.
That sounds uncomfortable.
It can be.
What about winter?
Winter is very cold.
Does it snow?
Yes, sometimes a lot.
That must look beautiful.
It does, but it's freezing.
And spring and fall?
They're mild and pleasant.
Perfect weather.
Exactly.
What about San Francisco?
The weather is mild all year.
No extreme seasons?
Not really.
How warm is summer?
Usually around 20 to 25 degrees.
That's comfortable.
Yes, but we have fog.
Fog?
Thick fog from the ocean.
Does it stay all day?
Usually it disappears by afternoon.
That's interesting.
We even have a nickname for it.
Really?
We call it Carl the Fog.
That's funny.
It is.
What about rain?
We have a rainy season in winter.
Do you get snow?
Almost never in the city.
So the weather is mild and foggy.
Exactly.
New York has 4 seasons.
Every place is different.
What should viewers say about weather?
They can mention temperature,
And weather conditions.
like rain, snow, or fog,
They can talk about humidity.
or seasons.
Let me try one last example.
Go ahead.
My hometown has a tropical climate.
Okay.
It's hot and humid all year.
Clear.
We have a rainy and a dry season.
Very good.
From June to October, it rains almost every day.
Perfect. Now visitors know what to expect.
Exactly. Exactly.
Okay, Emma. I think we've covered a lot of useful information today.
Yes, we really have.
Do you think it's a good time to review everything?
Absolutely.
Let's do a quick and clear summary for everyone.
Okay, everyone, let's review the main points together.
We talked about many things, so this review will help you remember them.
When you describe your hometown in English, there are 5 main topics you can talk about.
These 5 points help you give a complete and clear picture.
First, the basics.
That includes the name of your hometown, its location, and its size.
Second, what your hometown looks like.
You can describe buildings, streets, and nature.
Third, what your hometown is famous for.
This could be landmarks, local food, or something unique.
Fourth, the people.
You can talk about their personality, lifestyle, and culture.
And fifth, the weather.
You can mention temperature, seasons.
And weather conditions.
If you talk about these 5 topics, your description will feel complete and it will be easy for others to understand.
Remember, simple language is best.
You don't need very complicated words.
Clear and simple English is more effective.
Exactly.
Now, let's review some important vocabulary.
These words will help you describe your hometown more confidently.
We'll explain each word slowly and clearly.
And we'll give examples too.
Our first word is hometown.
Repeat after us. Hometown.
Your hometown is the place where you were born or where you grew up.
It's the place you usually feel connected to.
For example, I was born in Tokyo, so Tokyo is my hometown.
Or you might live somewhere else now, but your hometown stays the same.
My example sentence is, I miss my hometown during the holidays.
Think about your hometown. Now our second word is located.
Repeat after us. Located. Located means positioned in a particular place.
We use it to explain where something is.
For example, my school is located near the train station.
Or the cafe is located on Main Street.
My example is San Francisco is located on the West Coast.
This word is very useful when talking about places.
Our third word is coast.
Repeat after us. Coast.
The coast is the land next to the ocean or sea.
It's where land meets water.
For example, I love living on the coast because I can see the ocean.
Miami is on the Atlantic coast.
My example is New York is located on the east coast of the United States.
If your hometown is near the ocean, this word is perfect.
Our fourth word is skyscraper.
Repeat after us. Skyscraper.
A skyscraper is a very tall building with many floors.
They are common in large cities.
The Empire State Building is a famous skyscraper in New York.
My office is on the 45th floor of a skyscraper.
My sentence is, I can see several skyscrapers from my apartment window.
Does your hometown have skyscrapers?
Our fifth word is diverse. Repeat after us. Diverse.
Diverse means having many different types of people or cultures.
It shows variety. For example, my neighborhood is very diverse.
People speak many languages there.
My example is, San Francisco is a diverse city with people from all over the world.
If many cultures live in your hometown, you can use this word.
Our sixth word is landmark.
Repeat after us. Landmark.
A landmark is a famous or easily recognized place.
It helps identify a city or town.
The Eiffel Tower is a landmark in Paris.
The Golden Gate Bridge is a famous landmark in San Francisco.
Every hometown has at least one landmark.
Think about the landmark in your own hometown.
Our seventh word is lively. Repeat after us. Lively.
Lively means full of energy and activity
It describes places.
that feel exciting and active.
For example, the market is lively on weekends.
My example is Times Square is very lively at night.
If your hometown feels energetic, use this word.
It's a great adjective.
Our eighth word is mild.
Repeat after us. Mild.
Mild means not too strong or extreme.
For weather, it means comfortable.
For example, today's weather is mild and pleasant.
My example is San Francisco has a mild climate all year.
Mild weather is easy to enjoy.
Many people prefer it.
Our ninth word is humid.
Repeat after us. Humid.
Humid means the air has a lot of moisture.
It makes the air feel heavy and sticky.
For example, it's very humid today.
New York summers are often hot and humid,
Humidity can make weather uncomfortable.
especially in summer.
Our final word is charming.
Repeat after us. Charming.
Charming means attractive in a gentle and pleasant way.
Charming, we often use it to describe small towns or old places.
For example, that village is charming with its stone houses.
My example is, my hometown is small but very charming.
Charming is a lovely compliment to use when you talk about a place.
It makes your description sound warm and positive.
Excellent.
Now, let's quickly review all 10 vocabulary words one more time.
Everyone, please repeat after us.
Number 1, hometown, the place where you were born or grew up.
Number 2, located, positioned in a particular place.
Number 3, coast, land next to the ocean.
Number 4, skyscraper, a very tall building.
Number 5, diverse, having many different types of people or cultures.
Number 6, landmark, a famous or easily recognized place.
Number 7, lively, full of energy and activity.
Number 8, mild, not too strong or extreme.
Number 9, humid, air with a lot of water vapor.
And number 10, charming, attractive in a pleasant and gentle way.
Perfect.
Try to use these words this week.
Practice them in sentences about your own hometown.
Now let's look at a complete example description.
Great idea.
Okay, Jack, let's put everything together.
I'll describe a fictional hometown using what we learned today.
Go ahead.
My hometown is Riverside.
Nice name.
It's a medium-sized city in the northern part of Germany.
How big is it?
About 200,000 people live there.
That's a good size.
The city is located along a beautiful river called the Rhine.
That already sounds nice.
The city center has a mix of old and new buildings.
Can you explain that a little more?
There are modern glass buildings, but also traditional half-timbered houses from centuries ago.
That sounds very charming.
Riverside is famous for its Christmas market.
I love Christmas markets.
Visitors come from all over Europe every December.
What are the people like?
People in Riverside are friendly and welcoming.
And the lifestyle?
The lifestyle is relaxed compared to big cities.
What do people do in their free time?
They enjoy walking along the river or cycling through nearby forests.
Sounds peaceful.
The weather is moderate, with cool winters and warm summers.
Does it rain a lot?
Yes, it rains regularly throughout the year.
And how do you feel about your hometown?
I love it because it has the perfect balance of history and modern life.
That was excellent, Jack.
Thank you.
You covered everything clearly.
Yes, I mentioned location, size, appearance, famous features, people, and weather.
And you used the vocabulary naturally.
That's the most important part.
Exactly.
The words should sound natural, not forced.
Now it's your turn, everyone watching.
Think about your own hometown.
Use the 5 topics we discussed today.
Don't worry about being perfect.
Just practice.
You can write it down or say it out loud.
You can even practice with a friend.
Or practice alone in front of a mirror.
It really helps.
Talking to yourself is great for language learning.
And now it's time for our favorite part.
Yes, the question of the day.
Today's question is, what is your favorite place in your hometown and why?
That's a great question.
Let me answer first.
Go ahead.
My favorite place in San Francisco is Golden Gate Park.
Why do you love it?
It's a huge park with gardens, museums, and walking trails.
That sounds wonderful.
I love it because I can escape the busy city and feel peaceful. What about you, Jack?
My favorite place in New York is the Brooklyn Bridge at sunset.
Why that place?
I love walking across it and seeing the Manhattan skyline in the golden light.
That sounds magical.
It really is.
Now it's your turn, everyone.
What's your favorite place in your hometown?
Is it a park, a street, a cafe, or a building?
Why do you love it?
Please write 2 or 3 sentences in the comments.
We love reading your answers.
It's great writing practice.
And don't be shy.
We're all learning together.
Exactly.
Okay, let's wrap up.
We've come to the end of today's lesson.
I hope you feel more confident describing your hometown.
Now remember the 5 main topics and the key vocabulary.
Practice a little every day and don't give up. If you enjoyed this lesson, please like the video.
And don't forget to subscribe to Daily English Talk Today.
We post new videos regularly to help you improve your English.
Thank you so much for learning with us today.
Keep practicing and keep believing in yourself.
See you next time.